Very kindly sent me the supernatural, wait, what? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, if you can't tell by the title, we are going to be playing with a new Morphe palette. Yes, they very kindly sent me the Morphe 35O Supernatural Glow palette. This is their new 35O palette. I'm not too sure whether they've reformulated. I don't know if they've changed some of the shades. Honestly, like, I used to have the original one of this, and I actually tried to depot it and it didn't go too well, so I ended up having to throw away the whole palette. But I wasn't really too fussed because I had this 3502 and then I ended up getting the 3503, so I just never decided to repurchase the first one because I preferred the second two. They very kindly sent me the 35O Supernatural Glow palette. So yeah, I don't really know if there's a change in this palette, but I'm excited. We're going to test it out. I asked you guys if you wanted me to test it out, and you guys said yes. So we're going to be playing with this bad boy today. I'm excited. You guys know that I don't usually dip into neutrals. So I thought, you know what, let's dip into the world of neutral. Let's see what this palette has got to say. And then, yes, let's jump straight on into it. Okay, so this palette is actually £25. I think it's about the same price as what their original one was, but yeah, this packaging is slightly different. It is like their more newer style packaging rather than like their old one. But yeah, very nice, very nice. This one has the shade names on a sheet. This really bugs me. It really bugs me because I feel like on some of the palettes they do have the names now. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know. Let me know if you know. I know that a couple of them, I could be wrong. I'm not too sure. It might just be like their collab palettes, but I feel like a few of them do have the names printed on. But there's still these palettes, they just had to put the names on the sheets, and I'm just like, Morphe, why? Why? But yeah, so we have the names on the sheet, which honestly, I don't know why it bugs me so much. It just kind of does, like. So in this palette, you do obviously get 35 shades, hence the 35O. But yeah, so these are the shades that are on the inside. I'll give you like a close-up. Okay, so there's a lot of brown tones in here. It's very on the brown, warm-toned kind of side. There is a couple of like neutral tones, I would say, in here. There's a couple of gold kind of shimmer shades, some taupey shimmer shades, some bronzy shimmer shades. The last row is probably the most exciting row to me because it's got the most colour. I am a colourful person. I do love my colour, so yeah. But the rest of the palette, it's a nice neutral palette. There's nothing, I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I'm not going to bash it. Did they really need to bring it out again? Honestly, I wouldn't say so. There are so many neutral shades on the market. When they first brought this out, it was like, oh my god, yes, amazing. But now there's just so many neutral palettes on the market. Did they really need to bring it back out? I mean, that is your opinion, like if you think they did or not. I personally don't think they did need to, but here we are. We're going to test it out. I'm going to swatch a few of the shades. Hopefully the formula is going to be a lot better in this one because in the very first one, the formula, I mean, it was alright. It was average. But yeah, I'm hoping that the formula in this one is going to be a whole lot better now. Okay, so here's a few swatches. I'm not going to swatch the whole palette. But yeah, they do swatch actually really well. Like this orangey shade up here, like what? What? That is beautiful. The shimmers swatch really well, the mattes have swatched really well. Honestly, it's all good. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to quickly prime my lids, zoom you guys in, and then we're going to do a beautiful warm toned eye look. I'm really feeling a couple particular kind of shades. So yeah, we're just going to go with it. Let's just jump into it. Okay, so I literally just prime my lids. I use the Beauty Bay Eye Base Please excuse, I have got some like dry patches on my eyelid at the beginning bit here. I don't really know what's going on, like not a clue, could not tell you, so just ignore that because yeah. Okay, the first shade I'm going to take, I'm feeling this Ready Brick shade here. This is the shade at the bottom, like if you see what I mean at the bottom. This shade is called Mighty Fine. I'm feeling that shade. We're going to take it, we're going to see what we can create. Obviously I'm going to, this is me, I'm going to go for that, like the most warm tone kind of look that I can go for. I'm feeling a halo eye. We're going to go halo. We're going to go for a halo eye today. I haven't done a halo eye in like the longest time. So let's do it. Let's just do it. So far this shade is pretty pigmented. It's pretty pigmented. Honestly though, like who doesn't love a good warm toned eye? I honestly do. I just love going colourful. Like I am just that girl that would go colourful because I don't know, I just love it. I love a colourful eye look, but obviously not everyone's like me. So yeah. Yeah, this shade packs on beautifully. Doesn't look patchy. There's like little bits of fallout, but nothing too crazy. I'm really feeling this orange shade. Do we just do it? We're gonna use this. This is the orange shade here. This one here. Gonna see, beautiful. This is the shade. It is called Wild Card. I did swatch this. So I'm just gonna take this and start to blend around the edges. Right off the bat, that is super pigmented. That shade is super vibrant. Again, please don't worry about it being like super messy. Like honestly, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna blend it out. Then I'm going to take this shade here, which is the shade next to the orange shade. It's like more like a peachy kind of shade. This is called Take Control. I'm going to take control of this eye look. I know my green, my brush has green on it. Please ignore that. It's fine. Oh, it's quite pigmented that actually. Okay, then I'm just going to take this cream shade here, which is the very top, like the very top one in the corner. This is the shade Up Front. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of that. I feel like I've taken this shade a little bit too high. So yeah, we're just gonna take this and just blend around the edges, making sure everything is blended as it can be, a little bit lightened up so it kind of blends more into the skin a little bit easier. That's what we're aiming for. I'm going to quickly just go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead, build these shades up off camera, build them up, blend them out, and then we're going to cut my crease, and then we're back to do the lid shades. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Literally just built up the shades, cut my crease. My eye look today is not looking the best. I'm really sorry. The reason being is because I think it's my eyes. I think because my eyes are really dry and they've got dry patches, I think it's just completely ruined the look. But here we go. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the lid shade now. I was going to take this pink shade and do like an all matte eye. However, one of the gold shades, this gold shade here in particular, is calling my names. I think we're going to use this. We're going to use it. This shade is called, second row, Superpower. Superpower. We're going to use this shade. Might use like another shade to go along with it. We're just going to see. So yeah, let's pop this in the center. Ooh, shade. I love a good gold shade. I might take like another shade like on the outer part just to like help it blend into the matte a little bit better. Maybe that shade. I think I'm going to take this shade. This shade is this shade here. I'm so sorry, the light's like this one. This shade is called Sizzle. And I'm just going to take this on like the outer edges. Just using the same brush. Doesn't have to be too specific. I'm just going to put this like on the outer edge bit of the shimmer and matte, just so that it helps it blend a little bit easier into the matte from that gold shimmer, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I hope so. That's really nice. I'm just going to take the first warm tone brown shade that we used and just kind of like blend it into the shimmer shades. Just to make sure that it's blended fine, seamlessly. Okay, for an inner corner shade, there is this beautiful, there's a couple of different shades actually. They're all kind of like along the same spectrum. That shade's pretty. But obviously, of course, I am feeling this shade here, so we're gonna use this shade. This shade is called Special Effect, and it is the one next to the cream shade that we did use. So it's this shade here. It kind of looks like a matte on camera, but it's definitely a shimmer, obviously, because I just swatched it. So I'm gonna go with in with this on the inner corner. Okay. Okay. We put a little bit on the center, just to like, oh, just a smidge, just a smidge. Beautiful. That inner corner shade is insane. It's insane. It's actually insane. Like, I'm sorry, who let you be this blinding? Okay, okay. So I'm just gonna quickly go ahead. I'm gonna do my base, the rest of my eyes off camera, all that jazz. I might come back and we might do like a bit of a brow tutorial, kind of. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead just to do the rest of my base off camera, everything, and then we'll be back to talk about the palette, give you guys my final thoughts, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, kind of. I thought, you know what, let's do a little brow tutorial, throw it in the mix. So I'm going to be using the Benefit Preciselymybrowpencil. I totally forgot what I was going to say then. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a little brow tutorial. We're just going to do it. Yeah. I've actually been loving their brow products at the minute. Like, they've been like my go-to. They're so nice. Honestly, I actually love this pencil as well. I love this one. I'm going to be using the Gimme Brow as well. But yeah, they've just been like my go-to brow products at the minute. I've just been loving them. I love the way they make my brows look. I go for a more natural looking brow. I don't like to do too much to my brow to make it look, you know, I like to just make it look quite natural, and I just kind of give it a little bit more shape, add a little bit of like more of an arch to the top, if that kind of makes sense. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. This isn't my good brow either. My other brow is like my good brow. I'm going to do my Gimme, I'm going to use my Gimme Brow now and you can see the difference. So I'm going to use the Gimme Brow. By the way, I use the Preciselymybrowpencil in the shade 4.5. I'm going to use the Gimme Brow in the shade 4.5 as well, I believe. Yeah, the same shade. I'm going to run this through like the end of my brows. This has like, I believe it has like microfibers in it, which help to make your brows look a bit like thicker almost. Is it thicker? No, it helps to give it more of like a fluffy kind of brow look, I believe. Look at that. I'm going to leave the front of my brow just without any. Look at that. Oh. The difference between my brows. Amazing. Amazing. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do this brow off camera. The rest of my lips, that kind of thing. And then we're going to come back and we'll talk about the palette. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, there I am back. This is the finished look. What do you guys think? Please let me know. Let me know. Let's talk about the palette. What do I think about it? First off the bat, it's a beautiful palette. It is gorgeous. Love the shades. Well, let's talk about the packaging first. I like the packaging. I like Morphe's newer packaging. I feel like it's nice and sleek. It's nice and slim. My only downfall is that it doesn't have a mirror, and also the shade names are not on the actual palette. However, it's not a gate. It's not like a make or break. It's just, you know, it's one of them things where it's like, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, let's talk about the shades on the inside. First of all, really beautiful. Again, I'm not too sure if this is the same palette or like if they've kept the same shades in it. I don't think there was a pink shade in the original one. I could be wrong. Please let me know. I've really already forgotten. But I feel like they might have changed some of the shades, but they've kept, I do believe a lot of the shades were like kind of kept the same. But yeah, I do actually like this palette. It's actually very beautiful. There's a lot of pretty neutral shades in here. If you are like a working makeup artist, you know, it's going to be handy for all your neutral shades. You can have them all in one palette, that kind of thing. I feel like a lot of clients do want neutral shades. However, if you're just a normal like person like me who, you know, I don't have any clients, I'm not a working makeup artist, do you really need this? I mean, if you already have neutral palettes, then maybe not. However, if this is like, if you're wanting a neutral palette, you don't have a lot of eyeshadows, but you're wanting a neutral palette that's got like a lot of shades in it, this would be a good one to get. There is a lot of neutrals in here, there's a lot of shades in here, there's a lot of mattes, there's a lot of shimmers. It is a great palette. Again, if you are like quite young and you are looking for a new palette, you know, maybe this is like your first palette, maybe you're just getting into makeup, this will be a good one for neutral shades. Or if you're looking to get a gift for someone who you know just likes neutral shades, this will be a good one to go for. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you would like me to do another look using the palettes, don't really know what else I can kind of do with it. Yeah, sometimes I don't feel inspired when it comes to neutral shades. I'm just going to be honest. But if you do want me to do another look using it, please just let me know. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Yeah, everything else that I'm wearing, I'll be linking in the description box down below. And as always, I'll be linking my social media handles up above and also in the description box down below in case you want to check me out there. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!